In this video, we're going to look at a couple of tools that I would consider essential if you're going to be doing a lot of SMD assembly. So first would be this turntable, and second would be a vacuum pick and place tool. So we'll look at the two more in depth, and we'll start with the vacuum tool just because it's here. This is about as cheap and hack job as it gets. This is a foot pedal switch, a pneumatic valve, a vacuum pump, some 1/4-inch vacuum hose, a power supply to power it all, and this is actually a repurposed cheap manual pick and place vacuum tool. And these things, they suck. Don't buy them unless you want to build one of these. They usually come in a package like this, and they have all these different little attachments. Actually, most of this is the guts. There's a couple attachments in there. And then I bought a package of these little hypodermic needles. I can get down to 06, 03 parts with that. I haven't tried any smaller. I'd be scared to try anything smaller with this specific needle size. I don't remember what it cost me now, but it was cheap and it was quick and dirty. I mean, it's held together with capped on tape. It's nothing real special, but it just sits idle. I keep it plugged in and it stays off. When I hit the switch, it turns on, the valve clicks, the vacuum pulls through the hose, and then I let off, the vacuum pump turns off, the valve clicks, and then it lets air quickly escape the hose out the vacuum end, so I don't have to wait too long for the component to drop off of the needle. And that's not a perfect system. The component still likes to hold on to the needle for a little moment, but it's not as bad as if this valve wasn't here at all. And it's a system that serves me well. Now on to the turntable. I've 3D printed this. I designed it myself for the purpose of being able to very easily rotate a PCB that I'm currently working on. This way, if I have a component in the pick and place tool that is not aligned, if I had it just sitting on the desk like this, then I have to be really mindful to keep my fingers out of the solder paste to move this the right way, or I have to move my hand in all sorts of awkward ways. So this was a tool for efficiency and ergonomics, because there's just this one little knob, and it's geared so that a small turn of this knob results in a slightly bigger turn of the turntable. So I don't have to turn the knob a lot to get the orientation that I need. So it's a 3-part table. It has these little rubber feet on it just so this doesn't slip and slide around. So there's the base, and here's the knob, and it might look like it's a 2-tier turntable, but it's really not. This was just the simplest system because this is a gear, and I wanted the table to turn faster than the knob. So there's a gear on the bottom side of the table, and this directly drives the table. And the cutouts and everything was just to reduce filament usage and decrease print time. And in this one, these holes are made for in case I want to make any attachments to this in the future, like a vise. If I want to put something like this in a little vise instead of sit it on these rubber feet. And this is my first version of this. It's not the best, but it works, hence the reason I haven't printed a new one. But if we look really close here, you can see there's a little ledge, a little point of contact. And it's there on both of them. And that does serve to make this a little more wobbly, a little bit less stable. Which is, it's a negative side effect, but the reason it's like that is to reduce friction. So it's basically a solid state bearing for all intents and purposes, or for my intents and purposes. And it does its job well enough. As long as I don't use any pressure anywhere, it stays together. There's also some knurling here on the knob. Now I will show about a minute of footage of me using this system. And in this clip, the valves were set up a little bit differently. So the tool is holding on to the component for a little bit longer than it should. And since then, I've rearranged things. It lets go a little sooner. But again, it's imperfect, and it holds on for a little bit. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative. And if you like electronics kind of content, go ahead and subscribe, because I'm going to plan on making more of this stuff. Electronics design, electronics assembly. The thing I mainly work with is like guitar pedals, because I'm a guitar player, so it merges together my enjoyment of playing guitar, making music, and building electronics. So you'll get to see some design process, some assembly process, that kind of stuff, and have a very good rest of your day.